everybody. I hope you guys are all doing super well. Today we are talking about personalized customer service. And I mean, this a lot of times seems like one of those, well, duh, like everybody wants good customer service, right? Like, isn't that just the way that it works? And everybody should provide good customer service. What is the reason why we're talking about this today? So what I was really thinking about today was where we are in terms of this age of automation. It's so easy to provide customer service, right? So a lot of times we look at that as a way to provide customer service to our customers and think that that's enough, right? So whether it's so easy to set up an email marketing campaign, right? And you can put people's names in it and it seems like it's personalized. You can do a mail merge from your own computer and you can use your Excel list and it looks like it's again coming from you and it's a super personalized message. You can pull people's names on into an IVR and have calls go out, right? So you can do all these things automated that seem extremely personal. And a lot of people and a lot of companies make the mistake of believing that that's enough in terms of personalized customer service. But I'm sure if I was to ask you guys, and I'd love some feedback here, what are some companies that you think provide excellent, personalized, amazing customer service? Does anybody have any companies that they can think of that provide amazing customer service? Well, I'm going to start with some. The first one that I always think of is Nordstrom. I think Nordstrom is just known for their amazing customer service. You buy something there, you go in 2 years later, 3 years later, 6 months later, and you have a problem with it, and they don't even question it. They replace it, they exchange it, they fix it, they take care of you. There's people in the store that are there to help you, guide you, personal shoppers, all kinds of things. Yes, I'm very sad I don't have a Nordstrom near me in case you're wondering. But when you think about customer service, Auth.net, Auth.net has great customer service as well. And there's things that they do. Or if you think of another one, Trader Joe's, that's another really, really good one. Trader Joe's, why is Trader Joe's customer service so good? Because they care about your time, right? They want to make sure that they have the 2 lanes, they're pulling the cart, and everybody's there to ask you questions, and they've got the coffee, and it's this whole feeling, it's a culture, it's the way that things work, right? Another one that I think about is Amazon, right? Amazon is this huge, huge company, but when you have a problem and you want to return something, or you don't like something that you purchased, or you didn't get a return label, you call them, they call you back in a second, it's automatically taken care of, there's no questions, no issues. That's personalized customer service. So the reason I bring this up is that we can do all of these things. We can send all the emails we want. We can put people in IVRs. We can have pop-ups come up on their screen. We can do landing pages. But guess what? Every single one of your customers is aware that that's completely automated as well. They all know. I mean, like when you open your email in the morning, I'm sure you have like 50, 100, 200 different spam emails from every single place that you've ever shopped from saying, hey, Garima, offer for you. And maybe 10 years ago, that seemed really personalized. And that seemed like something that you wanted to buy because of, but that's not influencing buying decisions or retention decisions anymore. And when we think about personalized customer service and we think about how we need to continue today in the digital world that we're in, you can't stop all of that automation. That needs to continue. But guess what? That can be outsourced. That can be taken care of. What really matters is how you handle the customer through their entire customer journey. So what happens when they come to you the first time? How is that first welcoming? How are they taken care of? Is there some kind of offer? Is there someone greeting them? Are they getting someone on the phone? Is there someone who's doing a needs analysis and figuring out what that customer needs? And in any business that you have, if you are not spending time on a needs analysis, you are missing the boat on your customer service. Find out what that customer wants. If I walk into Nordstrom and I have to go to a major event, it would be great if the person knew that and would help me look for those things, as opposed to them just showing me all of their new sale things. I'm like, man, this is just wasting my time. I don't have time for this. Same thing with Trader Joe's or Amazon or anything else. If they don't know why I'm calling or what I'm calling for, they can't provide me with personalized customer service. So number one, make sure you are doing a needs analysis on the onset. When your customer comes into your business, calls into your business, emails your business, anything like that, make sure you are doing a proper needs analysis. What do you need? How do you need it? How can I help you? It's number one, needs analysis. Once you've done a needs analysis, so now you know that this is what they're looking for, Then you have to make sure that you're personalizing your solution for those needs. So I see this happen a lot where people do this full needs analysis. They find out exactly what the customer wants, but they have this entire pitch or presentation memorized. So they just go through their pitch and presentation as opposed to really customizing that information for that customer. You can do this a million different ways. Even if it's automated, you should have some logic behind it. If my customer wants this, then this happens. If my customer says this, then this happens. Are you thinking through those workflows? So if you haven't created a flow chart or a workflow for every potential need of a customer that you're able to solve, again, you're missing the boat. So number two, after you've done a needs analysis, that's great, but ensure that you have workflows and strategies on the back end that have answers to what those needs may be. So someone comes in and they are looking for X. Okay, this is how we are going to guide this customer through their customer journey. We are going to provide them this service. This is the best solution for them. This is how we show it. This is how we present it. These are the unique selling propositions. And it should be that simple where you have that information out there. Think about how you're training your staff and training your people in order to do that as well. Again, this is not saying that automation can't exist or that you don't need it. It's just saying that it must be personalized as well. And you also need to ensure that you're meeting your needs of your customer. So I want to show you guys a graphic that I found today that I thought was really helpful in this whole process. So I'm going to share my screen. All right, I'm going to share my, hold on one second. Give me 1 second, guys. It's taking a second. All right, well, I'm going to share it. You're going to see me. All right, here we go. Hopefully you guys can see this. So 67% of customers today are saying that good experience, that their standards for good experience is higher than it's ever been. Why? Because there are so many places providing it, and because they know that so much of what they're getting in terms of service is automated anyway. So customers are looking, think about your customer journey. Why do you shop at one place over the other? It's because your standard of customer service, your standard of experience has gone up. You're looking for that better experience. You're looking for someone you can speak to. You're looking for a person. You're not looking to press 0 74 times in an IVR, hoping that you actually get a live body. And then when you get that live body, you can't understand them. They're not located in the country that you're in. And even when you're speaking to them, they don't understand your issues. That's a terrible customer service experience and a huge reason why you're going to lose not just that sale or that revenue, but you will definitely lose them long term. And also, it's really important, depending on whether or not you are a consumer or in the business market, look at this. Business buyers say it's even more important than consumer buyers. So if you're targeting a business market, if you're B2B, it's even more important that your customer service and your experience is great. Also, 51% of customers say that companies fall short of their expectations for greater service. So they're still shopping there, they're still going there, they're still doing it because they have to, and sometimes it's just a necessary evil. But half of your customers are saying that you're not meeting their expectations for a great customer service experience. It's crazy, right? Looking at these numbers and understanding what they all mean, you start thinking about your own buying experience or your own journey. So now we've said, okay, we're going to do their needs analysis. We have a workflow. We're going to have the right solution for them. We're going to keep it super short and simple. We're going to make sure that they understand it. Then what? Now you have a customer who's doing business with you. What happens next? How do you retain that customer? Well, what are you doing with them after? How often are you checking in? How many times has anybody received a handwritten note from a business that they work with, or a Christmas present, or even a personal email that talks about something specific that they had a conversation about? All of those things make a difference. You know, we tend to think like, oh, snail mail, handwritten notes, like it doesn't matter. But I know that when I get a handwritten note, I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to look at this. I need to thank someone for it. Wow, I can't believe that they took the time, because we all know that time is money and we value our time, which is why we're looking for places with great customer service so that we can get in and out quicker, we can handle our things, we can do all the things that we need, we get our solutions, we do all of that, right? That's why we're looking for good customer service, because we value our time, but we also value the person's time who's providing the service. So when they take the time to write us a handwritten note or take the time to make a call, a personal call to us, we automatically appreciate and value that so much more, and we appreciate and value that brand a lot more. So I'd love to hear from you guys in terms of what experiences you've had that have been fantastic customer service, that I can name some companies that consistently are on top of the list for customer service. I already said Nordstrom and Amazon. Those are two really, really big ones. In the food space, a lot of times people talk about Chick-fil-A because, again, they don't make you wait. There's 4 people standing there. It's super efficient. They've gotten you taken care of. They've already anticipated your needs in terms of what sauces you're going to like or how you're going to want to have it taken care of for you. Then if you look at even locally, right? If you look at small local, but where is there so much of the time? I mean, that's a good question. I mean, that's the problem, right? People don't have time. So thanks for that question. People don't have time. And so if you prioritize your customer because that's where your revenue is coming from and that's where you spend your time, then you're going to have much better results, and it's going to be worth it for you to prioritize them long term because your revenue is only going to increase. So the whole point of providing great customer service is not just because, oh, it's something you do, but the goal is that you're going to have higher revenue and you're going to have lower attrition. And that's what we're looking to do. And by the way, isn't that worth so much of your time? Because otherwise you're wasting it. If it costs me $50 to acquire a new customer, isn't it easier for me to just keep the customers I have? Because that customer that I have, think about their lifetime value. So how do I retain this customer, and how do I ensure that I can continue to sell them new things? I can get referrals. I can build a brand that way. So that's what we're really looking for. So it's definitely worth the time. If you're asking how do we spend the time or what do we do, it's definitely 100% worth the time. Some other companies, though, if we think about local, a lot of people will say that, oh, I don't like going to the big box gyms because, you know, they don't even talk to me. They're not friendly. And so you see this rise of these smaller, different types of fitness activities because people feel like, oh, the trainer knows me, the owner knows me, they have a great relationship with me, and they care about my long-term goals. And so that's why people like it. I mean, if you think about Cheers, right? You think about the old show Cheers, you say where everybody knows my name, and it sounds funny, right? And you think that this doesn't happen, but don't you love that? Don't you love walking into a restaurant, a bar, a store, calling into customer service and them knowing you, them already anticipating what your needs may be, what you may want, how you're going to want it, the way that you process information? Isn't that such a friendly, happy feeling? We're such social beings, right? Humans are social beings. So we like that interaction. And we also like to know that the person we're speaking to cares just as much about the conversation and about the interaction as we do, that relationship. So I guess my tips for the day are map out your customer journey. I don't care what business you're in, but map out your customer journey. Whether you're selling to businesses, you're selling to the government, or you're selling to consumers, map out your customer journey. How are your customers coming to you, and what is that first gate of entry? And when they come to you, are you figuring out what their needs are? Are you assessing those needs? And do you have workflows in the back end that says, if this person wants this, then this, and if they want that, then this? Once you have the customer on your board, how are you handling it long term? Are you retaining those customers? Do you have referral programs? Are you providing bonuses? Do you have handwritten notes? Are you doing birthday cards? Are you congratulating them on the anniversary of doing business with you? What else can you do to ensure that they know how valuable they are to you? Because at the end of the day, your customer is, whoever that customer is your most valuable player. Because without customers, you have no revenue. So make sure that you're continuing to work on your personalized customer service. I know that it's really, really important to me. We're a very small company here at Bill or Genie, but personalized service is the #1 thing that we try to focus on a day-to-day basis. Every single one of our customers get white glove service. We are calling them. We have chat that's open 24/7. I mean, we are all about working with those customers and ensuring that our subscribers are taken care of regardless of who they are or what their needs may be. So I hope that helps. And I look forward to talking to you guys soon. Thanks. Bye.